Hi girls, I just wanted to share a little information about some things that we need to look out for when we have an extended season away from the salon like we are experiencing right now. So because you wear natural beaded rose extensions, you know that there are some things that we need to do every time we wash or every day. So make sure that you are holding on. I have my handy dandy helper here. Hold on to the top of this weft. This is the weft or the row. Hold on to that, and when you're brushing, make sure you get your soft wet brush or a bath pack brush or eyelid brush right up in there, and delicately but firmly get up in there. You need to make sure you're brushing really well every single day. So make sure you brush it before bed at night, and then before you shampoo if you're having a wash day. Also, hydration is super important. You want to make sure that you're putting oil in, leave-in detangling spray, oil on those ends. If you're blowing it out, then blow it out. And remember, a lot of times it's not really dryness as much as it is the texture of the hair. So to get the smoothest feeling and the silkiest feel of hair, you need to do that complete blowout, and then usually use your hot tool to get those ends and everything really smoothed out and finished really well. And then don't forget, at night, brush it really well, put some oil in it, and then in a soft twist or 2 braids, anything that's going to help keep it soft and protected. So some of the things you'll notice, obviously, if you are ready for your move up, you know it feels looser, and you can usually pick through there, and you can put your fingers right in between the rows. Don't do that. You need to make sure that this lasts as long as possible, and you want to stay comfortable as long as possible. So the biggest thing I can tell you from personal experience, I have tried everything for the last 1.5 years to make sure I knew exactly what you could possibly experience. You're gonna wanna pick, especially now, it's a little bit more of a stressful, frustrating time. You're gonna wanna pick, you're gonna start pulling on the hairs, you're gonna start tugging, you're gonna start being irritated, and like you can't do that. Stop touching your hair, take good care of it, and then leave your hands off it, okay? I know it's hard, but the last time I went 13 weeks in between move-ups, and I forced myself to be a picker, which I had never been a picker before. And things happen when you're picking, and it will make you super irritated. So one of the things that you may experience is that some of these beads you might actually feel aren't fully attached. So if you can look really close here, see this? The hair is no longer inside. Is that the one? Oh no, it's right here. The hair is no longer inside that bead. It's hanging loose. There's nothing in there, okay? So once you're loose, you're gonna feel like nothing is attaching, so it'll be a bigger gap between those 2 beads. That's okay. It's not going to do anything unless it's that first bead. So I have had 2 or 3 different beads loose, like nothing in it at the same time, and the rest of my row still stays intact. So that's okay. It's not going to affect it. It's gonna feel bothersome and be really annoying, and you're gonna wanna pick, but remember, hands off. I'm gonna show you what can happen if that first bead slips out. Okay, so if that first bead slips out, which means the hair inside the bead is no longer in there, I'll show you what that looks like. So see, that bead is still attached to the weft, but there's no hair inside of it. That hair was right there, okay? So that's gonna leave you a flap, all right? Okay. So say for instance, that bead is naked, and then that next bead is naked. We're like, holy crap, now what? Okay, so now we've got this big old, holy freak, what am I supposed to do? This whole weft row is like flapping around. Don't worry. All of these other ones are still completely attached. It's going to be annoying, and it's going to make you feel really agitated, but it's okay. This is what you're gonna do. If you're going to wear your hair down, you're going to take a bobby pin, and remember, if this bead is still attached to your hair, just let it be. It'll be down here, grown out, and by then it'll probably be looser and it may come out. That's okay too. So if you're wearing your hair down, you're going to put the row across here, hold it, and then take your bobby pin. You want the wavy side down toward your scalp, okay? Split this open, and you're just going to weave this up and down like so, okay? So it's nice and flat, it's nice and secure, and this is when you're gonna wear your hair down, okay? So then your hair will come over that. You're just gonna need to leave it alone and you will be fine, not a problem. I have done this myself. I've had other clients do it. It will be fine. So obviously you want to be very careful with that when you're washing it. Just delicately, and honestly, just don't shampoo as much as you would think you'd like to. The other thing is you wanna make sure, especially as this gets grown out. Now, I've had this grown out so far that when I have it in a loose ponytail, the actual row is past the ponytail holder in that back center. It's a little bit weird feeling and it's a very loose feeling, but everything is still attached and you're gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. But the other thing is making sure you're wearing your hair loose and low as opposed to up in a high messy bun or tight ponytail, because anytime you pull that hair up and down, you're creating more friction and also you're creating more looseness. So you want to avoid that as well. I think we've covered pretty much everything, and we will get you in and moved up as soon as possible, even if we don't do a color, if we have to skip some of the rules and not do the shampoo blowout. We will get things fixed and we will get you back on schedule and everything will be just fine. Okay, until then, take care of yourselves, stay home, stay healthy, and if you need anything, just send me a message. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.